wildlife, history, mystery, plus hunting, fishing, outdoor recreation, and more. This is what to expect. In western Kentucky, there's a unique piece of land called the land between the lakes. It sits between Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkely, and encompasses 170,000 acres and stretches all the way down into Tennessee. In 1963, John F. Kennedy designated the area a national recreation area. He wanted to show that a rec area could be an economic asset. Now, there really are a lot of outdoor opportunities here at the LBL, from fishing, Kentucky Lake, Lake Barkely. You can do some hunting here, from deer hunting, turkey hunting, waterfowl, squirrel hunting. You can also just go mountain biking. There's a geocache event that takes place every year. You can even just go for a walk and see cool things like, what the heck is this? Crikey, it's from a dinosaur. Or it's just a pretty cool log. Cool country. Now, when you're driving through the area, you can really explore it on some of these little side roads that wind through the hills and trees. But there's one main constant, and it's a highway that splits down the middle, and it's called the Trace. Now, while you wind yourself through the LBL on the Trace, there's a number of different places you can stop at, from campgrounds and nature centers, and even the Golden Pond Visitor Center. You can really learn a lot about the history of the area, why the dams are here, why this area is protected. You can learn more about the wildlife and just all the people that move through this area. Plus, you can check out a Pink Floyd laser light show. It's awesome. So there's one other thing going on here that we didn't realize was even happening today, is a geocaching event. They do one a year out here at Land Between the Lakes, and it's kind of limited because you can get a coin if you find all the things that are hidden out there. And they only have so many of those coins. So a lot of people are out here trying to find all those, to be one of the first to find them all and get it all done. So it's a great way to explore some of the country here at Land Between the Lakes with their geocaching event. They've got all the information about that on their website, and then also on the geocache website as well. If you're just here to see the wildlife, you can get up close at the Bison and Elk Prairie. It gives you a loop to see the big animals and a chance to see others, like turkeys. You'll drive on a one-way loop through the 700 acres of rolling hills and native grasses. You'll want to stay in your vehicle and drive slowly too, because most of the time you'll see bison on the road. If you come in the spring, it's a great opportunity to see calves, while the fall months allow you to hear the spine-tingling bugle of a bull elk. Another recommended stop along the Trace is at the Woodlands Nature Station. So far, it looks like a lot of education takes place indoors, and then when you come into their backyard or into the back side of this place, it's almost like an outdoor zoo. There's white-tailed deer, fallow deer, some wild turkeys, which are pretty interesting. And then they've got coyotes and wolves here too, including a couple of red wolves. They got a male and a female pair, but the female's in heat right now, so they're separated. And I think she's denned up back there, so unfortunately we're not gonna get to see her, but we'll come back around, see if she comes out later. There's squirrels everywhere. Right away when you come outside here and you come to the right, there's a possum on one side, but coyotes on this side, and one's a little spooky. But the other one seems kind of curious, and then behind him, I believe this is the other red wolf. I think this is the male. They've got them separated right now. Female's over on the other side. But just a little bit bigger than a coyote, a little darker color. So this area in the LBL is called hematite, and that's because of the ore that was found here. It was a reddish color, and that's just what it was called. In fact, Hematite Lake is right over here, and this is Center Furnace, or what's left of it. And this area was bustling between 1840s to the early 1900s, and they were making horseshoes. So during a 46-year period in 1857, Center Furnace produced 2,140 tons of metal, and that's enough iron to make over 4 million horseshoes. And they were working 24 hours a day, all the time. It was bustling, and this is all that's left of it today. So there's a lot of things that you can do around here, from hunting and fishing, but just a lot of family recreation too, from hiking, camping, and a lot of the areas have looped trails. So if you just want to go for a quick walk or a hike, you can go around Hematite Lake here. So this is pretty wild. I'm back out in the middle of nowhere here in the LBL, and I wanted to see some of the landscape off the beaten path. So I went down this little road, came to a washout, turned around, I'm coming back, and I noticed an old abandoned structure up on top of the hill here. And there are a few. Most of the buildings left when the people left. Down here in this low spot in between the hills and all these trees, it's dead calm. And as soon as I stopped to film, a big gust of wind blew through. Now, this area has become a destination for people searching for paranormal activity, whether it's the Dogman or the Beast of the LBL or Vampire Hotel, some of that stuff. There's over 270 cemeteries here. Makes you wonder just a little bit, what the heck just happened? Might have just been the wind. All right, I want to find this Vampire Hotel, so I did a little bit of research. I found out that it's not far from the bridge on 68 when you come across Kentucky Lake. There's a campground and a boat launch actually right here on the east side, the southeast side, called Fenton Campground. And supposedly these hotel ruins are right across the highway on the north side. So I'm going to try to find it, and that's all I got so far. I don't have any more information, and there's a lot of signage that'll help you get around this area. So if you want to do some camping or some hiking, there's a lot of trails and maps that you can get to check out. So this Vampire Hotel is not listed on this map, but supposedly it's right here somewhere. And I'm noticing a little cemetery marker. So I'm going to do a little bit more research, find out if there's a cemetery located near that hotel, because there's a couple of different roads that go north across from Fenton Campground. I don't have all day. I mean, I want to do some exploring, but I want to go find this hotel.
Well, unfortunately, I ran out of time and never found the Vampire Hotel. There's another abandoned structure hidden in the woods that's become a popular destination for tourists, and that's a Hotel California. Well, I didn't make it to that one either. During the Aglow conference last fall at Kentucky Lake, friends Paul and Brandy Johnson did and sent me some pictures and videos. There's a lot of other activities that you can take part in that we didn't cover in this video. I'll include some of them in the links in the description. And don't forget, if you're going to hunt or fish here, make sure you check the regulations and get the appropriate licenses and permits to do so. And while you can get away from it all here at Land Between the Lakes, you're not far from anything you need. There's lots to eat and places to stay in nearby towns like Benton, Calvert City, and Draftonville, and a larger city like Paducah is only about a half hour away. If you're looking for a place to stay, you have a lot of options. We stayed at Malcolm Creek Resort and Marina, which offered cabins right on the water. Last fall, we stayed at the Kentucky Dam Village State Park, and there's numerous other resorts, hotels, and campgrounds that you could stay at as well. To plan your trip, use the links in the description, or check out Visit Kentucky Lake's website at visitkylake.com.